What's going on, guys? What's going on, Tech Squad? What's going on, everybody? What's going on? So, is this Caitlin Clark's last game? So Caitlin Clark, we know she's in the playoffs right now, and she had a not so good game one against the Kinetic Suns. She did not have a good game one against the Kinetic Suns because she got poked in the eye. She got poked in the eye, and as I think we all thought that Caitlin Clark wasn't going to come back after she got poked in the eye because when she got poked in the eye, we thought she wasn't going to come back, but she shown that she wanted to come back, and you can't let you can't let it's not Caitlin's fault that she got poked in the eye and got poked in the eye and had a not so good game. You can't say that because Caitlin Clark, when we look at what she did this year, she had an amazing season. She she, she won Rookie of the Year. She won Rookie of the Year. She won Rookie of the Year. She made all first team this year. Caitlin Clark lived up to the expectation on what she on what she wanted to do because coming into the WNBA, every WNBA player made it tough on her. All the vets in the WNBA made it tough on her because all the vets made it tough for her to coming into the W. And now I'll give Connecticut Suns a lot of credit because what they did, they shut down Caitlin Clark. They shut down Caitlin Clark from not shooting, from stopping her from shooting easy money buckets, from from stopping her shooting easy money buckets. Like they double teamed her. They double teamed her after she got poked in the eye. But I'm going to give Connecticut a lot of credit there. If Connecticut can play the same way that they played game one against the Fever, because it's the best of three games, and I do think Caitlin Clark will win a game here. I think Caitlin Clark will win a game here because I think she had a lot of good easy money buckets that she could have made it. But I'll give Caitlin Clark credit for getting her teammates involved. I'll give her a lot of credit there. But you can't let your best player in Caitlin Clark go for 148 or 0 for 3, 0 for 3 in in the in their in the playoffs. You can't let that happen, or in a regular season game. You can't let that happen because what you're getting, you still have you still have Boston, you still have Lane in Boston, you still have a Lane in Boston, you have Caitlin Clark, you have your two you have your two young stars there. You have pieces around them. You have pieces around them. I think the Fever has to come out and win a game because this will this be Caitlin Clark's last game? Will this be Caitlin Clark's last game? We do not know. We do not know if this will be Caitlin Clark's last game. We do not know that because if the Connecticut can play like they did game one show what they did game one, I would say Caitlyn at this point is probably going to, this will be the end of Caitlin Clark's season because she has had an amazing season. Because she came into the league with a lot of expectations, and that what she did. That what she did. Came into the league with a lot of expectations, and that what she did. That what she did. And what's going? So So it's a rematch from the from the semifinals or the WNBA finals. It's the New York Liberty versus the Las Vegas Aces. No, I think going into this game, this is going to be a good matchup. And the second round and the WNBA finals are only 5 games. And I think going into this game, going into this game, this is going to be a good series to watch, and two good teams that are going to come into this game with a lot of motivation because Sabrina Sabrina Ionescu scored 36 against the Dream. She scored 36 points against the Dream to put the New York Liberty in the second round. And I definitely think when you look at that for when you look at that, when you look at this Liberty team, you got Brianna Stewart, you got Brianna Stewart, you got Sabrina Ionescu, who scored 36. Um, you got you got you got those two stars. You got on the Las Vegas Aces side, you got the MVP and Angel Wilson. You got Casey Plum. Uh, um you got Young. You got Young. So I think when you got those three players on the Aces side, so like a Jackie Young, like a a Casey Plum, a Angel Wilson, and the Coach of the Year and Becky Hammond. This is going to be a good series. This is going to be a good series to watch. There is there is going to be a good series, and this is going to be a good series. This is going to be a good series to watch because both of these teams met last year. Both of these teams met last year. And it's the best of five. It's the best of five game. And again, you have Brianna Stewart. You have Sabrina Osco who scored 36 against the Dream. You have on the other side, you have Agent Wilson, you have Jackie Young, you have Casey Long. I think this is going to be a very interesting matchup for both teams because both teams are going to come out with a lot of energy. Both teams are going to come out with a lot of motivation. Both teams are going to come out. It's going to be an interesting series because both of these teams met a year ago. Met a year ago. What else can you say? When two teams meet a second time in the playoffs, it's going to be very interesting to see. It's going to be very interesting to see. Like this is the best of 5 games. I think it's going to go to five. It's definitely going to go to 5 games because You got a Liberty team, you got a New York Liberty team that faced this Aces team last year. And it's definitely going to go into 5 games, in my opinion. It's definitely going to go down to 5 games, in my opinion. But guys, sub if you're new and never give up your dreams. And stay blessed, everybody, and peace.